Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Elikis Music Official, and today I'll be showing you how you can arrange loops like a pro inside the Ableton Live 12. We'll go step by step on how you can arrange loops, increase tempo whilst you are playing, and also assign shortcuts, and also how you can save your project. And finally, I'll share with you something special about my custom loops template. So let's dive into it. Now let's take it from here. I'm having a Ableton Live 12 suite on my screen, but we need to make some few settings here. So let's come to the option tab here, click on it, then let's go to settings. So this is for Windows users, okay? If you're on Mac, you probably need to go to where it says live, then you go to where it says settings, okay? So let's go to options, settings, very good. Then let's navigate to the record warp and launch tab, okay? Now you can see auto warp long samples. Let's take that one off. Yes, I think that's all what you need for now. Then we close it here. Now let's begin with how we can import loops that we have already into Ableton Live, okay? So how do we do that? Let's come to the library section. We will see it says add folder. Let's click on that. So we have our file explorer here. What you do is let's navigate to the folder where our loops could be found, okay? So there is the folder containing my loops. Then we just select that folder. Now you can see my folder here called loops, okay? Now you can have a clear view of what you have inside the loops folder, okay? Now let's look for a random loops here. So let's go in for the gospel worship loop 75 BPM. Now before we even think of importing it inside the Ableton Live, what we need to do is just to set the tempo correctly, okay? So how do we do that? You can see on the master track here, we're supposed to have what we call the scene and the tempo or the time signature launch here, but we are not having that here. So what you do is let's go to the view tab here. We click on that one. Then we come down to scene tempo and time signature. So let's click on that. Very good. Every loop that you want to import into Ableton Live, what you do is first check its tempo. So you can see this very loop, it says gospel worship loop 75 BPM. But if for any reason the loops tempo is not being written as part of the loops, then this is what you do. You need to download external software called Virtual DJ, okay? So this is the Virtual DJ software. We can go into Ableton Live. We select the loop that we want to search for a tempo. Then we drag and drop it inside the Virtual DJ. Any of these days will work, okay? So you can see here it says 150 BPM, okay? Read it from here, 150 BPM. If you have any loops that you import to Virtual DJ and it says it is 150, it is 114, you can simply divide it into two. So if you have to divide 150 by 2, you're going to have 75. That's what is written here. So we can either say 150 or 75. It's the same thing, okay? So let's go back to our Ableton Live. Now what you do is you can see the master or the main track here. What you do is you can see the tempo is here. This is where you can set the tempo. We're going to click on the first one here, okay? We're going to be placing the loops here. So let's come to here and we're going to input our tempo. So what we're going to write is 75, okay? If you write 150, you are not wrong, but I wish we can bring it to 75, okay? Very good. Now we can peacefully drag and drop this loop that we will need into this slot here. Very good. You just have to double click on the loop that you've import. The moment you do the double click, and you're going to see this lower tab here. Sometimes it might be hidden, but when it is hidden, just hover your cursor here, okay? Or you can see it is here. Just click on it, then it shows up. If you want it to go down, you just hover your cursor here, then you push it up or you push it down, okay? So let's push it up a little. Very good. Now what we're going to do is we need to zoom what we have. How do we do the zooming? So hold on to command. Whilst you're holding on your control, your command, you can use your mouse scroll wheel to zoom in or zoom out, okay? Just push it up and down. That's all. Now this is where things get complicated, so pay attention. The first thing that you're going to do when you have this lower section open for you is that make sure the warp feature is being toggled yellow, meaning it is on, okay? That's what you need to do. Also, when you're done with the warp, come down to see whether the tempo you've set for the master is corresponding to the one here. So if you check the BPM here it says 80. That's not correct, so we need to click on it. Then we type the actual one, that is 75. Very good. The next most important thing is to loop what we have here, because we want the loops to play infinite, you understand? So how do we do that? We make sure we toggle the loop feature here. Click on it. Very good. The last but one thing we ought to do here is just to zoom it. Yes. Now if you pay close attention to this place, you can see the loop, it is actually starting from this place. All this part that I've highlighted, it is empty stuff there, okay? So meaning we need to clear that space and leave what we have here where it is actually starting for Ableton Live to start it from there, okay? So what you do is we need to locate where the loop is actually starting, as I said. So we zoom in or we zoom out, then we place what we call a marker. So how do we do that? We just position our cursor to the right place where the loop actually starts from. Then we double left click, okay, double left click, then we have a new marker here. So we will click on the old marker, and that's yellow one here, then we right click on it, then we delete it. Okay, I hope you understand. You select it, then you delete it. That's all. So the next thing is just to select the new marker you've created. You push it to the starting point. Where is the starting point? You can see the loop. It starts from 1 to 2 to 3 to blah blah. So you zoom in or you zoom out. Then you make sure the new marker you've selected, you position it to where it says 1, because that's where we are starting from. Okay, then you can zoom in or you can zoom out. That's the first stage. Now the question is, how long do we want these loops to play? Okay, so I want it to loop itself maybe 2 bars, 3 bars, or 4 bars, or you understand. So how do we do that? So where it says length, you can see it's written 92 here. Let's click on the 92. Let's type 2. Then where it says 3, let's click on it. Let's type 0. Then the last number, let's type 80. Okay, so meaning we are having 2-bar loop here. Okay, so 2.00 meaning we are having 2-bar loop here, and you can see that's what we're actually having right now. Okay, if you don't want to do that, you can just hover onto this locator here, then do the selection manually. So you can select maybe 2-bar loop. If you go far here, we're having 4-bar loop. You can see it here. So that's what you can do to save yourself. So let me select the locator to be at 4-bar loops. Okay, so probably 4-bar loops is enough for everything to be captured in the loops. Okay, so in order to play what you have, come to the master or the main track here. You can see there's a play button here. Don't go and play it from this end, play it from this end. Okay, so if you want to add more to what you've done, you can go ahead and add more. Okay, but repeat the same process. Let's assume we've imported more loops, so we want to save this as a project. So anytime you want, you can record it. It's very easy. You just have to come to where it says file. Okay, you click on it, then you save live set. Okay, so you click on that, then you take it to your explorer. So let's select our location where you're going to place this. Okay, so let's name it maybe loops for perf. Okay, performance. Then we hit on save. So on the screen, I'm having my custom loops template that I use for my performances. Okay, so let me take you through some few tips that you need to know if you're using Ableton Live. It is very easy. Let's first look at how we can assign shortcut to our favorite loops. So probably out of these loops, you might have some few ones that you may want them quickly. Okay, if I want to assign a shortcut to this very loop, it is very easy. Now you can see on your typing keyboard, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 0. Okay, we can assign them a shortcut to our various loops that we want to add them to our favorites. Okay, how do we do that? We quickly click on where it says key. Okay, then the loops that we want to assign shortcut to them, let's take this one for instance. This balances is worship. We just click on it. If this is the loop I want, I just select it. Then on my typing keyboard, I'll press 1. Okay, so the moment you press 1 on your typing keyboard, you can see the 1 is here. Let's select this reggae loop here. Okay, let's click on it and press 2. Very good. We also have some high life loops here. Let's select this one for instance. Okay, so what you do is let's set that one to 3. Let's scroll down. We have some presets here. Let's select any of them. I mean this one. Let's press 4. Okay, so something like this is cool for me when I'm performing. Okay, when you are done with the selection, you quickly come and press on the same key button. Okay, very good. So on my section, if I want to play a worship loop, what I have to do is just press 1 on my typing keyboard. Okay, so listen. If I want to play reggae loop, I press 2, then it starts playing. If I want to have a loop, I press 3. So you press the number on your typing keyboard, depending on how you assign it to your loops. Okay, that's how it is when it comes to assigning shortcuts to your loops. It's very easy. I hope you understand. At this point, if you are new to the channel, please take a moment, share this video to any musical group that you find yourself within. Come back and like the video, comment something for me. Okay, now let's look at another feature inside the Ableton Live. That's the tap feature in Ableton. Okay, it is very simple. What it does is, let's assume in a performance the lead vocalist or the singer raised the song before you want to come in. Okay, so how do you track the singer so that the loops can synchronize with him, then you go along with him or her? Okay, it is very easy. So if he comes in with a reggae song, very good. If he comes in with any song at all, don't worry. Okay, because in this loop template I have everything set for you. By the way, if you want this particular loops template, go into the description. I have a link down there. You can click on it to have this loop template. Okay, it is very simple. So this is a quick tip. Anytime you are jamming or you are performing, normally you do have your loop organized this way. You do have a signal going to your front house mixer. Okay, you have a sound that is going to your front house or your main speaker. Okay, and you do have a sound that you guys or you instrumentalists are listening to. So if someone comes in with a song randomly, what you do is make sure the sound that is going to the front house, it is being muted, it is on mute. Okay, when you have that done, that's the first step. The second step is play that very genre. If he raises in with a reggae song, come back and play your reggae beat. Okay, it's on the 2. Okay, that's the shortcut we are assigning to. Okay, so quickly press on your 2, then you pause it. Okay, so the 2 plays the reggae, then you pause it. So what we just did, we are telling Ableton Live that we want to use the tap feature on that reggae loop that we just played. I hope you understand. So the next thing is, you can see we have this tap button here. Okay, you can click on it to see. But in this case, Ableton has this default shortcut. So if you press T, okay, T is automatically assigned to the tap feature here. T, okay, T. So now we've selected the reggae loop. Whilst the singer comes in with the song, you want to track him, right? So we just press on the T, 1, 2, 3, 4, then go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Are you understand? So whilst you are tapping on your T, make sure it goes in synchronize with the tempo of the singer. Okay, else the loops won't be able to synchronize with the singer. Okay, so I have this one more feature that is hidden for most Ableton Live users. Okay, so let me unveil it so we take it from there. Let's come to options on Windows. If you're on Mac, go to Live, then to settings. Okay, so options on Windows, then we come to where it says settings. Okay, what we need to do is, you can see there's a link, comma, tempo and MIDI section here. Just click on that slot. Okay, click on it, then you have where it says show tempo follower toggle. Okay, mine is being set to hide. Okay, so you need to click on it, then we have it being toggled on, so we can see it is set to show. When you're done with that, you just close this tab. Very good. If you come up here, you see what it says follow. Okay, so we need to click on it. Okay, now this is what the follow feature does. Let's assume the drummer you are playing with can't go alongside with the loops. It can't be consistent with loops. Okay, so here we're going to tell Ableton Live that, hey, listen to the drummer's playing. If he's going fast, just go along with him. If he's going slow, just go in synchronize with what the drummer is playing. So this technology works this way. Ableton Live is just going to listen to the drummer's kick tempo. Okay, it's just going to listen to how the drummer's kick is going, I mean the speed, then it aligns itself with the kick tempo. Okay, so this is it. You first need to connect your sound card with an external microphone connected to your sound card, then you link it to your laptop. Okay, so let me break it down. You need to have your sound card and external microphone. So you first put the microphone into the drummer's kick. Okay, the kick drum, and you place the drums into it, making 2 mics inside the drummer's kick. I hope you understand. Then you connect that cable to your sound card, probably input 1 or input 2. Okay, so when you're done with that, let me show you some few settings that you need to do. Come to the options here again. Okay, come to the settings. If you don't know how you can connect your sound card to your Ableton Live, let me show you quick. We need to come to the audio. Now let me show you some quick settings that you have to do. If you are using a sound card that has its own sound drivers, then that is good. In that case, on Windows, you can select the ASIO. Okay, then you come and select your sound card name. If you are using Focusrite, you select the Focusrite USB ASIO. If you are using Behringer, you select your UMZ ASIO driver. Here I'm using the SR18. Okay, so that's what I'm going to select. Okay, so select based on the sound card you are using, then you close it. The next thing you ought to do is to come to where it says link, tempo and MIDI. Okay, then you can see under the show tempo follower toggle, you can see input channel external.in. Here, this is what I'm talking about. Let's click on it. Okay, now you've placed your microphone, or you've connected your microphone to the sound card on input 1. All you have to do is just select 1. If you've connected your microphone to your input 2 on your sound card, then you click on the 2. Okay, so based on your selection, that's what you're going to do. But in the case the sound card that you are using, you've neither connected your microphone to input 1 or input 2, meaning you've connected your microphone to maybe input 5 or input 6. How do you do that? You come to where it says configure. Okay, click on configure. Then the input config here, you can see, let's click on it. Now you have this section. What we're going to do is let's toggle all of these ones on. Okay, the reason why I'm having this multiple input because I'm using SR18, you understand? So that's all. Then we press OK. Then we come back to the link, tempo and MIDI. Okay, very good. So let's come to where we click initially, this drop down row. So in this case, you can see I'm having all my input available here. Okay, so here I've connected my microphone to the input number 4. So let me select the 4. That's all what you need. Okay, then let's close it. So what you do is when you're done with the sound card, microphone, everything being configured, whenever you want to use the follow feature, you just have to come up here, then you toggle the follow feature on. That's all. Okay, so let's assume I'm having a reggae loop here, this one for instance. Okay, when I'm playing it, you can see there's a sudden change in the tempo. There's a random shift, or there's a random changes in the tempo. You can see from here. Okay, now let me explain the technology behind this follow feature. When you position or when you place the microphone into the drummer's kick, when the drummer is playing, what it does is the microphone picks the sound from the drummer's kick. Okay, that kum kum sound, it picks it, then send it to the sound card. Then the sound card takes it to your Ableton Live. Okay, so whenever you are playing any loop inside Ableton Live, as soon as the follow feature is being toggled on, Ableton Live is able to calculate the speed of the drummer's hit, then align it with the loops that you are playing, its tempo, and make sure that the drummer never goes off when he's using the follow feature. Okay, so that's it. And the question is, Elikis, would you advise me to use this follow feature when I'm performing? Probably no, if you're someone who is already in the game. But if you're someone who is new to this loop thing I'm talking about, and you just want to explore, you can use it for some few days, some few months. But make sure you move from this feature fast, okay, so that you can play with loops inconsistent, okay, so that you can train your ear to play with loops without going off. Okay, so that will be my advice for you. I'm sure up to this point you have something for yourself. If you watch this video to the end, make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment something for me, and also if you want any of this loop package I'm talking about, go into the description. There's a link leading you to purchase this one. Okay, so thank you for your time. God bless you.